Hi everyone, Tiffany here from Tiffany Gordon Cosplay, and on this episode of Tips videos, we're going to be going over how I made my A2 cosplay from NieR Automata. I first started out by getting reference images from in-game, from illustrations, and also from action figures of A2. I then wrapped my dress form in saran wrap, covered it in masking tape, and drew on my pattern for the shirt. I then traced my pattern onto 4-way black stretch fabric and made it for the breast area, the front of the shirt, and then the 2 pieces for the back. Next, I transferred over my detail for the trimming of the shirt onto cardstock paper, and then traced it onto a white deer leather. Next, I slowly cut out the detail using an Excel blade, and then glued down the white leather onto black fabric using leather weld glue. Glue, however, is only a temporary hold, so I sewed the whole entire white trim onto the black fabric, and then sewed all of the shirt pieces together. Using my template as reference, I then cut out the straps for the shirt, but because I was using stretch fabric, I had to really make adjustments. And I should also note that I used my black bra straps to represent one of A2's straps on the shirt. For the gloves, I would normally buy one off of Amazon, but I wanted the fabric to match, so I ended up making a pattern from scratch, and then cut out my fabric and sewed the gloves. For the leg tattoo design, I ended up buying 2 pairs of tights, one nude and one black from Target, and then cut off the left leg on each pair of tights, and then sewed on the black leg to the nude pair of tights. I next used a combination of Sharpie and black airbrush paint to add on all of the mechanical little details and tattoos and everything onto the leg. I then used saran wrap and masking tape to cover my upper thigh, and then drawed on my pattern for the detail of those pieces, and cut out of black fabric. I as well made black shorts at this time, using the same fabric. Next, I put on my tights, the shorts, and the thigh pieces, and pinned them all into place, and then sewed them half by machine and half by hand. To finish off the fabric parts of this cosplay, I then added 3 snaps to the shirt and 1 snap to the neck. For contact lenses, I used Sweetie Clarity Blue from Uniqso, and to get 10% off from their store, use TGC at checkout. The shoes that I used for A2 were from Steve Madden, called Conflict Black. The base wig that I used was from Rockstar Wigs, called Ombre Alexa Collection Gray Silver Fade. I did style the wig a little bit differently than how I received it by adding layers, cutting the bangs, adding a little bit more spikes, and lots of hairspray. The only thing left was to grab my katana, put on the cosplay, add a lot of black eyeshadow for dirt, and then my A2 cosplay from NieR Automata was done! Thanks for watching this episode of Tips videos on how I made my A2 cosplay from NieR Automata, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Much love!